Hello everyone, V the Amazing Greek here. I'm doing a quick little project. My garage door, I had reinforced the latch probably last summer, and I'm going to show you what it does. When you close the door, you know, it should have a easy close. Well, it doesn't exactly do it easily. Let me move this, get a little more light here. Here's what we're looking at. So I've got it reinforced with a piece of metal that comes around, and it goes all the way here, and I got the hole right here. Sorry it's dark out. I put a piece of wood in here to help strengthen it a little, and then these screws are 3-inch screws that go in, and that way you don't have to really bust the hell out of that door to get in. But as it goes to close, you know, if you have the door locked and want to pull it, you have to kind of jerk on it to get it to close. So what I've done is I have cut out a piece of steel, same thickness as my piece here, and what I'm gonna do is I set it in here. I really need some light, don't we? I've set it in here, and luckily the marks I made when I made this hole were still there, so I traced out and I know where to make my hole. So what I'm going to do is, with this piece of metal, I'm going to cut this hole out, file it, make it square, just like it is in this one right there, and excuse me, then when I go to put it in here, I'm going to pull this back. I'm going to drill holes right there. Actually, I'll drill them in here first, and then I can mark them over there, and then I'll mount it in place, and then I'll bend this over a little bit so it's just like every other door, you know, that you've ever seen, and it'll nicely close like that. So I'm going to drill probably how did I do that last time? I don't know if I drilled in each of the 4 corners and then drilled out the middle with a larger drill. I don't remember exactly how I did that. Hell, I may have just drilled the corners with 1/4-inch holes and then used the jigsaw to cut it out. So I'm going to try that first. 1/4-inch hole in each corner. Of course, when I drill the hole, you know, if I'm using a 1/4-inch drill, I'll come down 1/8, over 1/8, and that'll be my center, because half of a 1/4-inch drill is 1/8, and then that way the radius will match up with those corners right there. So, and then I can drill and stuff. So we'll try that. I went ahead and went with a 3/8 hole. Instead of using my jigsaw, I decided to use my coping saw. I had bought it at Harbor Freight a while back. I got the metal blade in there. I hadn't used it. It's pretty good. Let's see if I can show you what I'm doing here as I do it. See? That shit. I ain't getting a good picture like that. But anyway, got the 4 holes. Then what you have to do is, with a coping saw, the blade just sets in these little notches here. It's got this pin that goes through the blade, and you squeeze these 2 portions together, squeeze them like that, and then it just creates tension when it opens up. And I'll finish cutting out my little cross here, and then I'll file everything flat so it looks good. Alright, there we go with it squared up. Pretty decent. It's not a perfect square, but it'll do what we need it to do. So now the next thing, I'm going to drill some little holes here and here. I'll measure the size of the screw I'm going to put in there, and then drill the hole to fit that. Then I'll set it in the door and use my Sharpie to mark where I need to match up those holes. And then once it's mounted in there, I'll bend this a little bit, little by little, see how it does to help the latch slide in and pop right in the hole good. And then all that's going to do really is just give me a little more metal here to, when it goes in, that little bit of extra thickness, so that you can't, maybe shimmy the door to the side and then pop out. That'll give me a little bit extra also there, so it'll have a double purpose. One little change I wanted to show you. I went ahead and put 4 holes. I'll mount the back and then right near the front also, because I was scared all it would take somebody's shirt tip or some weird thing catching on that, and it'd pull it out like that, and then I'd have to drill the holes anyway. So what I'm going to have to be careful of, when I mark these holes on the door over there, when I drill through the metal, don't let the bit catch and get pulled through into the wood, because I don't want to oversize the hole. Because I'm just going to use little 3/4 screws, because this is not for security. This is just to help the door close. I have 3-inch screws holding the metal plate in position. So this is just to help the door close. It's not a security purpose. Otherwise, I'd put deep screws in there to help it hold better. Alright, there it is installed. I had to take these 2 front screws out, because when I went to close it, the door screws in the door were catching against that, because one of them is not flush. So that had to come out. I think what I'm going to do is tomorrow with my welder, I'm going to put back here, I'm going to put a little tack top and bottom, that way it doesn't pull forward. But I've got a little bend in it. I just tapped it over with the hammer a little bit, and then now it works perfect. So not too bad. It took a little bit of time. So thanks for watching.